Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 2 of our Lordaeron the Foremath coverage. Last we left off, the dwarves had sacrificed Airy Peak in the interest of protecting the Sunwell from the Legion. However, the undead had made an attempt on it, and with Yellow's abandonment of Airy Peak, it looks like it's going to fall here soon, to the might of the Fell Horde. And, by the way, Sunwell Guardians, as I was mentioning earlier, should not have been summoned because the well was not actually in danger, and these have a timed life, are extremely powerful, and can only be summoned once in the game. Alright, got ourselves a little bit of a sea battle going on. Not trading appropriately. Actually trading more appropriately than perhaps could have gone down. However, the Alliance is going to lose now, and this was where Nexarum died. And it dropped its gold mine here in the hills. The dwarves could actually set up a small base here and try to mine from it, but I don't know that there's even room for a town hall. Alright, Gnomish Submarine, time to do what you do best. Take out those battleships, baby. Slow attack speed, very slow attack speed, but huge amounts of damage. Meaning that, unless they get some revealers here, Blue's in a spot of trouble versus these Gnomish Submarines. It's a lot of money to lose. 50 gold invested in each battleship. And here comes the second attempt on the Alliance. Oh my god, back and forth non-stop forever and ever. Even when I lose my hair. Well, they're right about one thing. The full Alliance team is very difficult to beat, but with the Dragon Maw attempting an attack here on Tyr's hand, Light Blue, Scavor's gonna have to find his way back here. Oh no. Oh no. Quite often you will see Dragon Maw players go for Tyr's hand. This is a good way to split up the Alliance. It looks like Amaranth is acknowledging the huge attack that's going down. And Yellow, oh my god, you know what? Yup, fucking MVP of the game today. The dwarves have done nothing. You know what, laddie? The dwarves have done nothing but defend their allies this entire fucking time. They haven't asked for a damn thing in return, and every single time their allies have left them undefended and unhelped, but yet they continue to help. They're fucking amazing. I respect him till the day I die. A proper Scotsman right there. Alright, good job. Idea there from Yellow, focusing down the barracks in the back, making sure that Silence cannot reinforce this front line. He's trying though. Ooh, he's trying.
Ooh, he's trying.
Oh, it's a good idea. Oh, this could be a slaughter right now. I don't think the Griffins give a good goddamn about the Orc frigates attacking them. Their armor's heavy, they're going to be able to resist it, and they're just going to focus down every single one of these transport ships as they load up with Orcish units and ensure that there is no retreat. Oh. Oh no, he's sinking them. Oh no. There's no escape here for Silence. Oh wait, he's gonna try to get Necrosh out of there. Necrosh can't be seen. It's just a few more hits. Ooh, baby, you know what I want. Oh, the Burning Legion's gonna kick you boo. Speaking of the Burning Legion, we should start to see them attempt to push in on Dalaran. Really not good. Max Stroke is gonna do his best to defend against it. Looks like Lord Poet has managed to come down and bring at least his hero group to the front line. Captain Falric left behind, but this should mean that Dark Green has close to 5 heroes? No, 4 heroes. He lost Galen Trollbane, Arthas, Oathmar, Captain Falric, and Dalen Proudmoore are now his units, controlling Anderhall, Capital City, and of course the city of Boralis out in the ocean, giving him control of... come on, back it up, 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 back. Chain Lightnings from the Kirin Tor are doing wonderful damage. That's amazing! Alright, if you're wondering what that combination was that just devastated, we're gonna call that whooping cough because it just devastated his children. Such a stolen joke. Chain Lightnings combined with Blizzard, and then Archmage Antonidas also has a large charged up fireball attack that he could use. Takes a minute to get out, but once it hits, it's destructive. Looks like Purple is left a little bit out in the leech here. Less out in the lurch. And here comes the mass archers from our green player. Looks like he's got some Far Striders, a few casters, and his heroes, but yeah, the elves, they know what they're good at. Bows and arrows, man. Yeah, but where else is the assault going down on? The undead and the Legion have been driven back multiple times now. And there goes the last of the Legion's forces. Did they manage to get them out at all? I lost my Muradin, says Yellow. No! He lost Muradin, that sucks. Now, the way you get Muradin is you spawn... Actually, it's kind of tough to explain, but I think you can spawn Bronzebeard once you establish the Explorers Guild. Venture Bay is established. Bronzebeard then has to go into... Nope. Muradin spawns there, and Bronzebeard has to be discovered by Muradin in Ajol Naru. However, that's really not likely to happen now. I don't know if any of Yellow's other heroes can claim him, but yeah, poor little guy's gonna sit there waiting to be added to the team for a while now. Alright, back to Mardenhold Keep. It looks like Silverhand is taking back a few control points that were stolen by Brown. I think Brown still has Nekrosh running around taking control points. He's trying.
Death to all who oppose the Horde!
Alright, now the cool thing is the Alliance has essentially re-established complete control over northern Lordaeron. They've saved Airy Peak unbelievably. How did that even happen? The Horde had this locked down. Big shout out to our Dalaran player for putting another couple arcane shield generators at the front. That'll slow down any attempted assault. Should have them at the Sunwell as well. No, but that's okay because there's quite a navy getting ready. Scouts still from our undead player out in the ocean. He's got shades all over the place, keeping an eye on things. And there's his new attack. He's actually going to assault Boralis. The undead will attempt to do damage to Dark Green's naval base here. Which, you know what? It's worth a shot. I'll say that. He's not working together with his ally, which is really concerning. Rabsi, where are you? Surely you should be joining in on this endeavor. Kel'Thuzad died in the destruction of Naxxramas, but he's come back as a ghost. If they can manage to take over the Sunwell, he can come back to life. And here's Dark Green taking advantage of the spawnable brigands and bandits here from Baradin Hold. However, you gotta remember, there's actually a lot of them. And Blue still controls it. An interesting choice by Dark Green. I think he meant to actually just attack Baradin Hold itself, but his AoE may have activated the switch, causing bandits and bandit brutes to come out and try to destroy his units. Nicely done though. Lord Poet's doing a great job harassing and picking the right parts to fight. Right places to fight, I should say. And this could be an issue. We have Nether Dragons and a large force from our Shadow Council player teleporting just in time to defend Dragonmaw Port. Gruul the Dragon Killer is here, which means that Dragonmaw has decided to invest in the Ogres, which we could have told by the Ogre Elite we saw up north, but Gruul's Lair is now one of his main bases. He has Gruul the Dragon Slayer, which is a phenomenal tank, a little bit too slow for my taste, but you know, if you build him correctly and you get him some decent items, he's like a fucking rock, a bastion of you're not getting past this. Now, I imagine Green's getting a little bit worried. He's teleported Kur out here, one of the corrupted Naru. After taking over Ushagun, Vorpal can then summon the corrupted Naru Kaur? I'm never going to say their names right, ever. Who is gone? Ah, I know where it went. Kur has a self-saving ability that teleports him back into Akandun. There he is. So Akandun Soul Cairn, teleported back here. Now it's unfortunate that it won't be able to reinforce the fight here at the Dragonmaw, because the combination of that and the Dragon's Breath cannon is going to be nearly impossible for the Alliance to overcome. Gotta teleport. Anasterian, where are you going? Where's the trouble spot? Oh, Boralis, that's where it is. He sees the undead coming. It looks like Dalaran mages have decided to try to come in here early, and they're going to retard the progress of our Lich King player. Alright, Albig, 5-6 upgrades from you, 4-6 for his range. That means he's more than halfway done with all of his upgrades. His units, as you can see, have an extreme amount of health. Even his casters have near 1,000, but that's because the undead always have health upgrades that they can put into their units. Holy balls, Anub'arak gets targeted down nearly immediately, tries to burrow, but can still be detected by the Kirin Tor mages, and that's a nice bracketing in on the siege units by Albig. You can see he starts to identify where the main source of the magic damage is coming from, and his siege is starting to attack it. I really like that. Now, he's having trouble establishing a stronger front line, and I don't know that he actually built any kind of support structures behind himself, so he's not going to be able to reinforce and build more units. And while he does have phenomenal upgrades, it's about the same as his enemies. Sorceresses with polymorph and slow, arcane priests with Lordaeron runes, dispel magics, and health stones, healing everything in an AoE. This is kind of like, I'm trying to remember, it's the obsidian statue for the undead, where it's just occasionally healing everything nearby these. You spread them throughout the army, and it can really make a difference. You can see even the AoE damage that was done, and yellow teleported as well. Oh my god, the Alliance is not betraying themselves at all. Evil did do so, and it looked like the Alliance was at an extreme disadvantage, but now, I gotta say, I think they have the advantage. And another attempt here. Oh my god, what is happening right now? Plague Cauldron spawning nearly unlimited zombies, and it looks like the Silver Hand. This is a smart move. He teleported in and immediately went up north to try to get away from the main force of the undead and take out the support buildings here. It was a good choice, but... Hey, Dispels as well. Good call. Silverhand Clerics. Countering Gray wonderfully. But what is with Gray and Blue not working together? Come on, Albig. I bereaved in you. I had trust and faith and all kinds of feelings about you. Now it's all gone. This is problematic because the Alliance is actually working together like a team, and now Evil's not. They're just running around like a bunch of dorks with their heads cut off, and I don't think they know what they're even doing. Lord Poet continues to fly around in his War Zeppelins, taking back old control points, taking back Ironforge, which is great. You can see he's at 8 control points, Silverhand's 11. They're starting to turn the tides on these guys. And if the economic advantage shifts to the Alliance, I would be a little bit upset if they didn't end up betraying. Just a little bit. Just a lot of bit. Just a little lot of bit. Alright, and the dwarves are still hanging out here. I'd imagine that he's just, what, holding on to another scroll of teleportation, waiting to... Yep, he's deciding, well... King Magni Bronzebeard and Falstad, let's see where you're going. Holy bloody hell. Dragonmaw clan and some remnants of the Legion are trying to move through Zul'Farrak and old troll lands. This is not going well. Come on. Damn it, Zulahed's gonna teleport out. He's trying to get his units nearby and gets them all out. And Begweg and the rest of the Legion are left out in the open. How about down south? The Alliance doesn't seem confident enough to move out and take Dragonmaw Port. And Dark Green's still pissing them off with the harassment of the control points. I like it. We'll speed it up just a little bit. So there's no large battles going on right now. Oh, Legion even tried to do some damage to Airy Peak, and they just couldn't. Come on. We're just going to go player to player and see if anyone's currently involved in any large-scale fights at all. There might be something coming down here at the Thandol span, but mostly it's just going to be harassment from the archers. With cold arrows, it's going to be hard to track them down. No, Jorlorn doesn't want to lose Sylvanas. She can still get turned into an undead. Motherfuck! Oh, that was so close, Jorlorn. Don't even say you tried. He almost succeeded. Alright, Wichiwa, where's your forces? Still down here at Dragonmaw clan space. Shadow Council, come on, get a little bit more engaged. Combo breaker. Oh no. Oh, this is a bad flank. That would probably be a good time to retreat. You got dwarves on your right, alliance on your left. It's time to leave, Gruul. Leave the game. Except that this is not a great idea. This is a terrible concave for Evil, in fact. I couldn't imagine a better one for the Alliance as the dwarves continue to push in. Now, come on, retreat. Get the hell out of there. Who's trying to teleport in? Was it green? It must have been green trying to teleport in. Gruul is getting aimed down now. Gotta be careful or he'll be easily surrounded by knights and paladins who can divine shield themselves in the interest of aims. Uther's trying to stay ahead of Gruul the Dragon Killer. Yeah, careful on the bridge. If you guys go on this and they have the forces to actually push, this is where they need to hit. Fuck. This is the exact moment. Green should have been running up. I'm guessing he's not. He's probably still sitting in the base. He's starting to move now. But Green should have been running up the minute his teleport stopped. And then they should have turned around to try to hit this. But instead, the Alliance is actually going to get to push all the way through, and their Legion team's going to have to hope that the undead show up at some point. Otherwise, it's going to be a bit of a slaughter. Oh my god, Miss Piggy. Illa says, wait a bit. I don't know that they should. They kind of got this down. I know they're being pulled into the Dragon Maw's breath cannon, but I mean, no one else is helping. I'll say this for everyone. We're an hour into this game. We're just getting someone leaving. Clan Ogre just murdered. Ooh, but he does manage to pull them into the range of the Dragon's Breath Cannon, which I'm hoping will continue to harass the crap out of the Alliance. Leaving you. But I also believe that Gruul and his entire squad of ogres is getting their ass kicked right now. Alright, here's their chance. Fight within range of the Dragon's Breath Cannon and make this retreat last as long as they can to give that cannon time to do its work. Nah, oh fuck. Look at that. Brown just abandoned Teal's siege units out in the open like that. That's gotta hurt. And the Dreadlords managed to get separated from the rest of the army. This is gonna be an interesting fight. I can see why he doesn't want to stop. They're gonna retreat to the first gates, or at least the first choke point, and fight there. It's probably a good idea. Oh no! Drool the Dragon Killer gets stunned and entangled. Neck crush and okay, Light Blues wasn't paying attention and could have finished that aim. If Brown doesn't move the fucking hero back right now, I will lose my mind. Gruul's going to die because he's getting blocked out. He can't get in. He's just locked out of the choke point right now. This is awful. Let's slow this down to half speed because there's no way the computer nor myself can handle it. Goodbye, Gruul. Nice knowing you, buddy. He's invulnerable! An excellent timing on that Karaboon staff on Grandmaster Vorpal. It's gonna give Gruul a chance, but not if Silence moves him out of the circle. It was a very good time to use it, actually. The Alliance is getting minimal attack angles on the enemy. And look at Jaina using her own spell to also lock things down. Alright, we get it, Jaina. You're awesome. 2 globes of invulnerability, but I think his is a little bit bigger. Maybe I'm biased because he's a man. How is Gruul not dead yet? He gets entangled again. Focused, 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 focused. And Gruul is a one-and-done kind of hero. Remember, guys, if he has more than 3,000 health, it's probably a one-and-done kind of hero. Jorlorn laughing, a little bit rudely, but, you know, Silence has been hero aiming all game, so there is a little bit of poetic justice, and now the undead teleports in. What the frick? I'm sorry, did the undead re-ally, or... Maybe undead re-allied. Or they've been allied the whole time and somehow I clicked on the wrong person's name earlier. But I would have sworn there was a split already. Nope, now it's Undead, Legion, everyone coming for the Alliance. This is awesome. I'm so goddamn jazzed. Even when I lose my head. Not good for the Alliance. I will say this, they're managing to take out some heroes, and that's mostly due to Green's amazing ability to focus everyone down. Oh, Amaranth managed to lose his hero. Lordaeron is still alive, but Anasterian Sunstrider passed away, leaving into Kael'thas Sunstrider. The Blood Elves, upon realizing that they lost their king, have decided to become the Blood Elves now. swearing vengeance against both the Legion and the Undead. Now their job is to protect the Sunwell or find a new source of magical power before your people turn into wretched. Thankfully, he does still have the Sunwell, so his units won't turn into wretched, but if he were to lose the Sunwell, he'd be forced into an awkward bargain situation, having to ally himself to some form of evil in order to avoid turning into the wretched, or allow himself to become the wretched, and then become allied to the Undead. Alright guys, this has been part 2. Thank you for joining me. This is the one, the only, the Azothan. Make sure you tune in next time. As of right now, it looks like the Undead have once again joined evil in the south to make a push against Thandol Span, saving Dragonmaw Port and putting the Alliance on the back foot. With the death of Anastarian Sunstrider, the Blood Elves have come into being and are still temporarily allied to the Alliance. Hopefully they don't lose Uther, because that's a bigger issue for them later on. Alright. See you next time, guys. Bye.